Welcome to episode 1577 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, we've got a weed dosing in Milwaukee with Pat.
Yeah, it's Pizzagate 2.
Is there no little kids this time, hopefully?
They're in the basement.
Certainly little kids were involved, but there was no SA. It was all TH, say.
Nice. Okay. We've got a sad and lonely Japanese village with Wes.
Yeah, they're losing their minds, and they've taken some steps to prove that they're losing their minds, and it's quite hilarious.
What, Wes, yesterday you missed a Polish hearse driver losing the body out of the back of the car.
I saw it when I posted
the
thing to Instagram this morning.
Spoiler alert, the guy was alive.
I used the Dumb and Dumber guys in the thing, if you saw.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's fitting. Yeah, the Polish coffin just exploded on impact with the street. It's crazy. There was also, speaking of,
was he alive? No, he wasn't.
No.
That was a joke.
There's also a guy that covered himself in lipstick after making a bomb threat. So a lot of crazy people in the news this week. We've got some examples of excess with Mark.
Yeah, everything in moderation is what they should have lived by. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good saying I don't stick to. Then I've got the burning election ballots. Very trendy story as we're taping this right now. Going to give you all the details.
That's already happening, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, turns out we actually missed one. I'll let you know about that too. So yeah, it's a thing now.
Good.
Who is it this time? Because I know that the Republicans are taking to the mail-in ballots more this year. So I would have, if it wasn't, I would have assumed it was, I don't know. Who is it?
Yeah, I mean, let's just hop right into it. Let's just get into these fucking burning ballots right now. That's the time of the year. 'Tis the season for mailing in your ballots now. Ballot Fest 2024. Thanks to COVID, most places now offer mail-in voting or like drop it in the box voting to pretty much everyone. Used to just be people that couldn't get to the polls. Now it's to everybody. Most of that changed during COVID. And with that, now we have a lot of ballot fuckery, going on out there, because obviously these ballots, it's just the nature of the game, right? Now that the ballots has to go hand to hand to hand to hand to box to hand to box to hand, there's a lot more fucking around with the fucking ballots now that's the case, right? I mean, that's just how it works. You have more exchanges in a process, more opportunities for things to happen, right? And so of course it's going on. This election season is nuts. Obviously, people real into it. So it's the ballots are going to get fucked with, and they're getting fucked with. Like ballot drop boxes in Portland, Oregon, and neighboring Vancouver, Washington, that were set on fire Monday morning, and what authorities believe are connected incidents because, they are, because an identical Volvo.
Because there were two ballot boxes that were set on fire.
Right, with the same incendiary device by the same Volvo that was spotted at the scene of both fires.
Oh, so
sounds like
it was a liberal.
Sounds like a liberal, right?
I mean,
Not that it matters.
If I were a betting man.
Not
Yeah,
that it matters
liberals burned down
Electoral
votes
College.
in Portland, Oregon, Wes. Good call.
Burning in Portland and Vancouver. Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
what town was it in?
I don't like
Portland,
reliable
Portland,
car.
Oregon, West.
Oh, okay, Portland, Oregon. Okay.
Portland, Oregon. So I mean,
Right. That would be
these are
foolish.
these are states where, I mean, they're safe states. They're states that aren't going to flip. They're blue states. And so, but they're burning the ballots there nonetheless. And like I said, the police are like, well, the same Volvo was at the scene, and they actually drove straight from Portland over.
He didn't say Subaru, Wes.
Right.
Listen,
And then,
all right, you. If I say someone drives a Volvo, are you betting that it's a conservative or a liberal? I'm going to go liberal every time.
Really?
Well,
It's
I
such
don't
a
know.
Safe car though. I feel like it's 50-50 there.
It's a weird crime. It's not going to affect anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
what you guys are missing in a big fucking way is what year is the Volvo. Okay, because it used to be, if you were telling me this in the early 2000s, right? Only liberals bought Volvos in the 90s because conservatives bought American, even though they were shitty cars compared to the Volvos. But it flipped, okay? Now, especially in Portland and Vancouver area, where outside of the cities, there's lots of the Gary Busey character from Black Sheep out there, right? Those guys get Volvos later on in life. So now, if you're driving a Volvo, it might have an NPR bumper sticker on there, but that's from the first owner.
It's a used Volvo, potentially.
Yeah,
you never know.
It's pretty even now.
Never know. You never know. But I mean, the local PD are looking for whoever this is. Only 3 ballots got destroyed in Portland, Oregon, because I guess Portland's so used to people burning shit that they actually have flame retardant stuff inside the ballot box. So they were ready for it. So only 3 ballots in the Portland box got destroyed.
Could it have been an incendiary device, to your point, that just kind of rolled down the hill that was already going to be lit on, something else was going to be lit on fire?
Or right, it could have been an accidental. In Portland, that's always a possibility.
So we're sure it's a Volvo because Ford only rolls downhill.
Is it possible the liberal incendiary device already on them accidentally dropped it in the ballot box when they were putting the ballot?
It's just, it's like putting out a cigarette for somebody in Portland.
It's a newer Volvo.
Oh, whoops, bro! I got to drop this in the box.
It's a liberal Volvo.
It's a liberal.
What year are we thinking?
I'll pull up the picture right now. It's
they've got
It's a new. It's probably like a 2015, I would say, maybe.
Ooh, wow!
Hang on,
it's not a cheap. It's a fancy automobile.
If you're burning votes in Portland, Oregon, it's not a liberal.
Well, let's talk about that. Why would you burn a vote?
Why would you burn these votes in particular? It's not a swing state, right? Neither of these are swing states.
Well, there's 2 reasons. One, you're fucking crazy. Okay, 3 reasons technically. 1, you're fucking crazy. 2, you actually want to affect the election. That's not happening. 3,
look at that Volvo, kind of new. Yeah.
3, you want to sow doubt about the election, right?
No,
right. Like Trump has been doing or did in the 2020 election, which is, don't vote, don't mail in. There'll be a ton of fraud because that way if he lost, then he could say that it was fraud, right? But now it is mail in. Now they're safe because you see what I'm saying?
Everybody needs to get these bum-proof boxes that Portland has because the only 3 ballots destroyed.
Regardless of who set it on fire.
That's what I'm taking away.
Alarming, right? It's not good.
Well, yeah, check it out. This is what I'm saying. Because while only 3 ballots got destroyed in Portland, obviously they could probably trace those back or something. What they're saying is maybe hundreds, but you watch the video and tell me it's probably more than hundreds.
Oh yeah, you can totally tell who those people voted for. It's Ash.
It's completely Ash. This is them using a crowbar.
There's like 400 that got burned.
Yeah, he's
that's the wash. This is the
fireplace tools to pull the ballots out.
Why is the box red? Is that a little offensive? I mean, why should it be red? Why not blue? You know what I mean?
Well, maybe they got confused. Maybe the stupid Republican that did it thought it was red box. Wait, wouldn't that be a liberal? Wait a minute. I'm confused, Wes.
I'm not supposed to drop mine in here.
You got me confused.
Opposite.
This box is red. I don't know if my vote's supposed to go in here. Jeez.
That's a conservative box.
Yeah, so look at them there. I mean, they're trying to piece together these.
Look, there's no way you can count those ballots.
No,
dude. You know what sucks the hardest is those are probably probably poll workers. I mean, that's the worst job in America right now is to volunteer your time in any way, shape, or form to help support
I think
elections.
The cops got involved. Like once the devices were going off, it was like the bomb unit and shit. So
I agree, but I think they handed
that had to clean it up.
Smoldering ballots. No way. I'm sure the cops are like, all right, volunteer poll workers, clean it up. I am messing with it.
I mean, I'm sure they had to hand it over, but it's evidence in a case now because they're looking for this guy or girl, whoever was in the Volvo. As Wes said, kind of a newer Volvo, which is a little surprising.
Dude, what's the punishment for burning a bunch of ballots? That's more than a slap on the wrist, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a federal crime.
Yeah.
Put the car back up one more time. I want to see if we can't estimate the year.
Okay, there's the front of it. I think it's like a 2016, 2017, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of
2010s.
Yeah.
Right, probably 2010s. I was saying 2010 or 2012, maybe 2016 could be.
It's got those triangular back taillights.
Yeah, that's a newer style.
Newer Volvo. It's not your dad's Volvo.
It's a sedan, right?
Lights.
Yeah, oh, it's a sedan. It's probably like the S60 or something.
It's the only car in Oregon without a bumper sticker.
XC60.
You think it's the X? Does it say that? Or
No, that's
maybe...
the what's the car?
That's a businessman's car.
Yeah, I drive a Sebring, except Volvo.
Yeah. I mean, the Republicans could have been throwing them off by renting a Volvo and then doing it.
You can't rent a Volvo, dude.
Yeah, they're above rental. Yeah,
but again, it's Oregon, so like if it's not a Prius or a Subaru, a Volvo might as well be a Ford 350. Like comparatively, a Volvo, a sedan,
it's more conservative than other Oregon cars.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look, who knows? It's a weird crime. It's a weird crime because it doesn't change anything. They could have burned every ballot in the state of Washington and Oregon, and they're going to go to Kamala. So it's just a weird. Yeah, we'll see how crazy this person is.
Right, popular vote doesn't matter. He's going to have to get every single ballot box in Oregon.
Right. Yeah, he'd have to literally burn every ballot. Otherwise, Trump's losing the states. It also. So what I was going to tell you guys is that it's happening all over the place. It happened in Phoenix last week too. A USPS mailbox, the blue ones. People drop their ballots in there. It got lit on fire. And at least a couple ballots got destroyed. And then a Florida mailman in Orlando is accused of tossing away more than 1,000 pieces of mail, including 400 pieces of either police or political mail. There was a typo in the article, and at least one election ballot, according to newly filed court documents. So
you got to be careful because
ballots are getting tossed left and right out here.
Remember that tool that we
burned,
had
tossed, destroyed?
On our show, Scott Pressler, that absolute just joke of a tool who was like, he's a gay Republican. He's like, I'm cleaning up Baltimore.
Yeah.
So he posted the videos of ballots being destroyed in Pennsylvania are fake. Don't fall for it. And I'm like, what is going on in this bizarro world now? But it was Russian disinformation. Russia put together a video.
Sure.
And they released it.
These ones are reported crimes by.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is, we didn't talk about it. There's more of that coming. It was caught pretty quick that it was a fake video. But there's
this
more
one's
coming.
Legit. This one I showed you guys in Vancouver, Washington is legit.
You're right, Pat. The ballot conversation is going to be ongoing. There's going to be more fake stuff.
What do you guys think about mail-in ballots? I mean, I love the convenience of it. I'm not going to lie. The convenience is incredible of the mail-in ballot.
I hate the fact that
for convenience, but
I hate the fact that this is an issue. But
because it becomes an issue.
The U.S. is better at this than most countries. Like Russia and Belarus, you might as well not vote, right? Like China, you're just gonna. It's 100% of the vote goes to whoever. But it sucks that it's still even an issue. Like, can we get a grip?
Right. Yeah, you got to do something better than what's happening now. But the mail-in is convenient. I love the convenience of the mail-in, but it's not a great system.
They check your ballot to the registration roll. It's not like you're.
No, I know they do.
People,
no. And you get like a confirmation. You can look up if your vote was counted and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. But still, the mail-in, the fact that it takes, 3 weeks to count, you got all this.
Yeah, but like they did in 2020, the liberals, they were going to old people's houses and filling in the ballots for them. That kind of stuff happens all the time.
Is that what the liberals are doing in 2020?
It's gotta happen.
Is that what they were doing?
It's not even just mail-in.
That's exactly what they're doing.
The moron behind me at the in-person almost burned his own ballot. You get your ballot and just has your name on it. Then you have to put it in a machine, pick your selections, then it prints them out. He got his ballot, and instead of going to a machine, went straight to turn it in with just his name on it into the box.
He didn't put any votes on it?
No, because he didn't know. It was probably his first time voting. He was a little bit younger, and he just he got scared. So he had to wait 2 minutes. It wasn't that big a line. And he just instead of waiting, he just went straight to the biggest booth, which was the turn-in booth. And he just started putting it in. People were like, no, you got to vote. So
right.
There's a lot of
depending on the place, it could be confusing. But yeah,
I should have just ripped his ballot up and not allowed him to vote after that.
Yeah,
that's pretty incriminating. Yeah, should you be allowed, buddy?
Too dumb.
I love the convenience, but the fact that all these crimes are happening, it makes me want to go vote in person now. Because I'm just I don't want to. Because you see all this shit happen, some crazy person could burn your shit up. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that.
I love voting in person.
Yeah, the ballot workers
smell of terrible coffee and
appreciate the mail-in because it it helps them out tremendously. But
Yeah, but people are burning them. They got incendiary devices going on them. And it's crazy. It's crazy out there.
It's crazy.
It is. Probably more of these stories to come.
did I read
This isn't the last.
that there was like a fucking? I know you said flame retard, but did I read that there was like a sprinkler system, like a way to put it out?
Maybe it did have because the Portland box, only 3 ballots destroyed, and the same incendiary device that you saw completely pulverized every ballot in that Washington box. Went off.
Fucking money does that cost to put sprinkler systems in all these GD?
Don't quote me on that.
They have that many riots, Mark. Well, they needed to prepare for it because it's Portland, so they know everything has to be flame retardant in Portland.
Yeah, soak your ballot before you send it in.
Soak it. Wrap a moist cloth around it.
Yeah. Soak it.
Don't worry. The Republicans are trying to do away with mail-in drop boxes anyway. There's like one for the city of Houston.
But they're loving them this year. Apparently,
it just depends on the states. Yeah,
that's what's fucking bullshit with.
Well, yeah. The Republicans are using them like gangbusters now because Trump totally flipped it around. And he's like, telling them to vote early and mail in and do whatever they need to. But at the same time, people lighting the fucking ballots on fire is just not a great look for the USA. It's just, it's just not like, those are our official ballots and they're just getting roasted in a public oven. It's not great.
What you had was Trump saying, don't use mail-in ballots, right, to sow doubt if he lost before the last election. And then he lost. And then everyone was like, well, we got to get rid of these mail-in ballots. So that's what they did. A lot of state legislatures got rid of the drop boxes. There's a lot of Texas counties Texas counties are allowed 1 drop-off box per.
Yeah, red states cut down on them a lot.
Right, but then
blue
now
states expanded them. So,
then Trump's like, wait a minute, we got to do mail-in ballots because that's how they beat us last time. And it's just a real pretzel, man.
So far we've had assassination attempts and burned ballot boxes. So not a great.
Yeah. Well, we're living through an epic election, one that probably a lot of us probably don't really care to be a part of.
I'm sure it'll calm down after the election.
We're still living through it.
Either way,
there's a lot of people who are super into it.
I'm sure when the clear winner is announced the night of the election and not after, everything will go back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a great prediction, Mark.
All right. Well, we'll be here for it. Election night live stream.
True. Oh yeah. My goodness.
All right. Let's go to a country that has it maybe a little more together than we do. Japan. The residents of a small town in Japan called Ichi-nono have all come together to go Ichi insane together. Ichi-nono, as you can see here on the map, is outside of Osaka. It bolsters a population of just 60 people, most of them old and lonely, abandoned by the younger generation.
In Japan,
60 people.
How rural is it?
Oh, it's rural. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere in like a valley, probably,
Okay.
It's beautiful.
60 people that share this huge fucking valley.
Yeah. And as you can imagine, when you get old and live in a town of 60 other people, many of whom are, as you'll see, going senile, it appears, it gets lonely. You have a lot of time in your hands to go crazy and be lonely. But the Japanese are resilient people, and the people of Ichi-nono weren't going to let abandonment and loneliness get the best of them. So they decided to band together and create their own friends and children and town residents by constructing very creepy puppets to place all around town to keep them company and not feeling too lonely. All right.
Ichi-nono.
Wow. There's a family on some swings. Yeah.
That town's lost.
It's crazy. They've lost their mind, right? Yeah. I mean, they're creepy ass.
Can you imagine rolling up to that fucking town by accident?
You got
yeah. You'd go in a circle and then be like, I'm back again.
Terrified immediately.
Anyway,
texting everyone, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead.
You say to your wife, why couldn't we have gone to Ichi? Yes.
Yeah.
This is a no. It's in the fucking name. So the NBC News article by Peter Guao, he said, using old clothes, fabrics, and mannequins, residents have stitched together their own population of puppets to keep them company. And I mean, they've done a great job. Here's Here's a kid on a bike on the side of the road. Here's a family pushing a wood cart. Just, you know, they just place them in random spots around town. Another kid on a bike, which is creepy as fuck. And here's one insane resident. What's her name? Mrs. Yamazaki. And she's constructed a child and a Minnie Mouse on her front step, which she no doubt talks to every day. And, you know,
those two are married.
The kid in Minnie Mouse?
Yeah.
Or the kid in the woman?
All of them.
That's Tayo. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, but it's also very sad. So the article says that most families in Ichinono used to have children, but the kids were encouraged to go somewhere else. Quote, we were afraid they would become unmarriageable and they remain stuck. If they remain stuck in a place like this, that's what Yamasaki told. So out they went and they never came back. And
did they have the dolls already, or was it
no?
Why were they so ashamed of Ichinono?
Because there was no one to marry or jobs.
Right. Yeah, because it's super rural. It's like it's like being born in West Virginia.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
Your parents are like, get out, just get out of here, run.
Yeah. These are like Japanese hicks. Anyway.
Don't mind.
So yeah. And there's so many crazy old people making these puppets that there are now more puppets in the town than there are residents. Here's a picture of a puppet riding a bike that once belonged to either the child or a grandchild of one of the residents, which is very fucking sad. And here's the scenario. I think how it goes down. They create a puppet of their child on the swing or riding a bike, and then they yell to them like, Kenzo, it's time for dinner. Stop riding your bike. Then they close the door and they go back to cooking. And then they have another Kenzo puppet that sits at the table. And then they talk to that puppet during dinner. And then they say, okay, time for bed, Kenzo. And then they have another Kenzo puppet up in bed that they kiss goodnight. And then the process repeats itself over the next day. Because they have, you know what I mean? Maybe
this town would be. Go ahead.
I was saying maybe I'm wrong, but if I was going insane, I would have multiple puppets of the child that I was hoping to replace.
Right.
In different scenarios.
So you don't have to move them around. You can put them in.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. This town would be so easy to prank. Like the dolls came to life. You could, if you just with a few sound effects and string, you could really fuck this town up.
Right.
Because they want it to be true.
I'm not here paying $3,600 a month in childcare. Can we get some of these people to Chicago? I will fill their day with the laughter of children.
Listen, that's all they want. And the silver lining in this whole thing is that there is one young couple, Ri Kato, 33, and Toshiki Kato, 31, who moved to the village for a simpler life after the COVID pandemic allowed them to work remotely. And they just had a little baby, Kurosaki Kato, who's now 2, and he's the first baby in 2 decades to be born in this town. So
let's go.
Now all the residents just dote over him. They love him. Here's the chief of the town saying, we all want to love. Whatever his name is. We have somebody to love now.
We spike his soup with elephant tusk.
Yeah.
And make him strong. Yeah. Make him Superman. Yeah.
Hey, he'll probably go up to be a serial killer.
No, they want the husband to be like that tortoise, that Diego, that saved the population. Yeah. They're just staring.
Well,
at
right,
them
but they're gonna have to get it. They're going to have to get at least one unrelated family. You know what I mean? Also, what's up with the kids of Ichinono never coming home? It's only a 1 hour, 23-minute drive.
Well, their parents all make dolls, Will.
Yeah, Osaka to Ichinono is not that far.
Look, there's some dolls taken in the sun. They just look like they're dead people on the side of the.
They came home once from college and there was a doll sleeping in their bed. And they were like,
you got to go home and clean up the dolls. if you're the kids of these people with the dolls, this is to you. Personally, you need to go to your parents' house and clean up the fucking dolls.
I mean, it's cheaper than getting them proper care. They just make dolls all day.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're telling me you just roll with it. Your parents are making dolls. And
probably because there's not a single bar in Ichinono, Will.
Yeah. Well, old people out are the majority. People 65 and older, there's 36 million of them, and they account for 30% of the population in Japan, even though the population is decreasing. So there's just old people living forever, and then the kids are abandoning them. So there's like this prime minister that was just elected on October 1st. He said there's 20,000 communities where most of the residents are 65 and above in Japan alone. and they're not going to exist pretty soon. So he's vowed to build up these rural areas, encourage people to move there, younger people, blah, 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 blah. But for now, Ichinono is just going insane and building puppets.
Yeah.
65 in Japan's like 45 elsewhere. You either die like of a heart attack from overwork in your 40s, or you last to 100 over there. Easy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Yamazaki is like 87, and she's just.
Will covered around. A few of the towns. They have like some of these towns in Japan.
Okinawa,
yeah.
Okinawa. Nobody's making fucking puppets though. It's not a.
They have
it's a much healthier mindset over there.
Yeah,
million vacant homes. It's a phenomenon called akaya.
Yeah, it's weird. They just buy new ones, and people don't go live in the old ones. They have all these abandoned.
Well, remember they're encouraging people to have sex and go live in the country and shit.
They also don't allow immigration. Like it's like fucking impossible to get citizenship there.
Well, that doesn't help.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one day when they have a population collapse, which sounds soon, maybe they'll reconsider.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on over in Ichinono.
Wow, that's a good haunted town for Halloween. It's a good Halloween story.
Yeah, just bring a doll around with you and explain to people you're from Ichinono.
Right.
I mean, you could just film a documentary there, and it's a horror film right off the bat. Like
it's one of those things where like a member your party goes missing, and then there's a new doll, right? Kind of looks like a member of your party.
Yeah.
Big time.
It'd be a good gag.
Yeah.
Is that you?
It's got the same clothes.
What's that movie, The Trolls, where they turn to stone and they're all around town? Is that it's like a troll movie? I'm pretty sure.
Are you thinking of Ernest Scared Stupid?
Yeah, Ernest.
That's one of them. Maybe. Yeah, they turn to stone.
Trolls 2.
Trolls 2. He's eating her, and then he's gonna eat me. Oh no!
I was so scared in Ernest Scared Stupid that I pretended like I just wanted to go to the lobby and play pinball.
It's scary. As a kid, that was a scary one.
It's like, I'm not into this movie. I think I'll just go play pinball in the lobby because I'm just so not into this movie. Get me out of here.
But it had one of the funniest Ernest gags of any movie when the missing page when it was like, how do you kill the trolls? And there was just like one missing letter. It was milk. So it said like M-I, and then the L was faded in the book, K-M-I-K, and he goes, yes, good old fashioned German miak. And he found some German miak, and it had no effect on the trolls. It was milk.
A classic Ernest.
Hey, I got a segment for you today called am I up? Was Pat last? Okay. It's called In Excess. All right. Couple of people that took things too far, things that took things too far. So first up, we're headed to Canada, where a man got so fucked up that he pissed on his own steering wheel in front of police.
You gotta have your dick out to do that.
That's amazing.
It's true. Yeah.
That's pretty lit. That's bad. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. You never want to be so fucked up that when a cop shows up to check on what you're up to, instead of sobering up, you do the drunkest thing possible that would make your drunk friend say, like, what the fuck are you doing? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Usually that means you're beyond repair if the cops
happens.
don't even sober you up. It's
hard. You don't want to be behind the wheel, that's for sure.
Which this guy was big time.
That's for sure.
It's hard to talk yourself out of an arrest when you pull your dick out in front of a cop and whiz in and on your car. It's medical. It's medical.
It's like I've watched a lot of DUI arrest videos, and it happens a lot where people are like, "Can I just go? I really gotta pee. I know I'm busted, but can I just go, please?"
Yeah, when you're hammered,
I'm just gonna go.
You just pounded 20 beers and you're behind the wheel. You gotta go.
So he just took his dick out and pissed all over his own steering wheel. Why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you get out of the car at least? Okay.
I didn't know where he was. So around 5:30 a.m., the cops rolled up on 49-year-old Kevin Mickelson, who was parked at Highland Place, which is in Elliott Lake, Ontario, after receiving a complaint that a driver was slumped over in the driver's seat of the car. And it was a blue minivan, and it was running. It was turned on.
Okay.
So
need the heat.
Yeah. Police tried to talk to Kevin, but he was ignoring them and apparently was just dancing to music playing from his car while they were talking to him.
How much you want to bet that this guy's nickname in his group of friends is Mick Ultra? Oh, Kevin Mick Ultra? Yeah.
Yeah, the Mick dog,
Mhm.
Mickey's. Yeah,
He's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah, he's a drinker. The cops kept at it though, and he kept ignoring them, and then all of a sudden pulled it out and went number 1 on his steering wheel and driver's seat. He gave it the old spinaroonie. Just
Oh, this is more of like a taunting piss.
I don't think he
He's
knew
like-
where he was.
He's like, I'm taunting the cops by pissing on myself here.
I have a feeling it wasn't the first piss in the car. It was just the first that the cops saw.
Had seen, yeah.
Yeah.
It
It was just like
Did he acknowledge them at all? Like, did he?
No.
No. He's just so he could have been oblivious, I guess.
He could only hear the music and whatever else was going on in his head. The cops carefully pulled him out of the car, which he, of course, resisted arrest, but they did arrest him. Then they searched his car, and would you believe it, found the devil inside. They found fentanyl, crack cocaine, and crack pipes, an open bottle of rum, and cans of beer, both empty and full. So he was having a little party.
Ooh, yeah,
a crack and beer party.
Yeah.
The van.
Yeah.
Now you said he was parked though, right?
Yeah, he was parked, but the car was running. It was on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
no.
the
He's also
stereo on, yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
also
he's
sitting
behind
in
the
the
wheel.
driver's seat. Yeah.
Oh, he was behind the wheel. Okay, I thought you said he was dancing next to
Well,
the
he's dancing in a minivan behind, but
In
he's
the driver's
in the
seat.
driver's seat.
car. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he proceeds to stand up in the driver's seat and piss all over it and the wheel.
Yeah.
For taunting. It sounds like a taunting pee, but
It was certainly don't care what you're asking the officer P, if not
Right.
taunting, right?
Yeah.
He also might have been seeing things. Yeah,
yeah, I mean he's on crack. So.
he might have been seeing things all night and just assumed the cops were a hallucination. Kevin Mickelson, 49.
Look at these fake cops out here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss all over myself. Right
Well, if you're real, you'd probably arrest me if I did this, right?
Tell you what he wasn't seeing is his kids this weekend. That's for sure.
No.
Nick Ultra, it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't think he cares, Pat. That's not one he's going to worry about. 49-year-old Kevin Mickelson from Elliott Lake was charged with impaired driving over 80 milligrams. I don't know what that means, like the drugs maybe were over 80 milligrams. Driving with pot readily available. They have funny names for things over there in Canada. And possession of hard drugs. And I mean, he was high. I don't know if he normally gets this high or if it was a new sensation or what, but the accused was scheduled. It was scheduled to appear before the Ontario Court of Justice Bail Court in Blind River on Thursday. So that's of this week. So judge is gonna
Good luck.
give him a piece of his mind on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean it's Canada. You just get a slap on the wrist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The fentanyl really amps it up.
Yeah, man. Even if it's for personal use. people
Even in
get mad.
Canada? Really?
I would hope so. I mean, fentanyl is the worst.
Fentanyl is the worst, and it should.
It is
come
the
with a
worst. I
hard-
just
yeah.
feel like Canadian sentences are usually, especially for stuff like that,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah, they usually end with a question mark.
Yeah.
pretty light.
Are you sorry?
Oh,
Get outta
jail
here.
sentences.
Yeah. He probably has a rap sheet though too. Anyways, next in excess tale has a tale or did the world's fattest cat that went viral a few weeks ago for getting stuck in a shoe rack. You guys remember, of course, Crumbs, 38-pound Crumbs.
Oh yeah.
God.
Russia?
Poor Crumbs. They had to shave Crumbs?
Yeah, because they had to get him out. He's stuck in the shoe rack.
Are those ants on him, or is he getting eaten alive?
No,
I don't know.
he got stuck in the shoe rack because he's
Those are-
1,000 pounds.
Those are fat, bloody tissues, Wes. That's just what I,
Could they move the shoe
Yeah.
from out of his face? His face just stuck
Wes, it's
inside his shoe.
It's his skin bursting from
Yeah.
from
it's just tension,
Those are
torsion.
burst
Couldn't they remove the 1 centimeter wide rod? That
This
It looked like they can just pull
Crumbs
him out, to be honest with you.
yeah,
but I don't know.
exactly.
admitted that he had a problem.
Really, it's impressive structure because I'm surprised his 38 pounds didn't crush that thing. But
Yeah.
he died. R.I.P. Crumbs. Sadly passed.
Oh no.
I know what you're thinking. Crumbs' heart
Nobody
gave
saw
out.
it coming.
Yeah, no one saw it coming. I know what you're thinking. Crumbs' heart gave out, and he shouldn't have ate so dang much, right? Well, you're wrong. It was the rehabbers and the haters that killed him. So, see, after that photo went viral,
Guilt of hate.
Yeah, no, this is what happened. After that photo went viral, Crumbs was forced into fat camp. Okay. And they were working him out too much. They're putting him in pools and putting him on treadmills. And he lost 7 pounds in like less than a month and then just died, probably from strenuous workouts.
Yeah,
Really?
they should have just left Crumbs as he was, bro.
Well, you can't lose that much weight that fast and put that much workout on a guy who's got fatty blood tissues that when you shave him, like, you know, you got to ease him into it.
Is this for real? Crumbs was killed by working out.
He's dead and his heart stopped, and it was after he lost 7 pounds at an intense rehab physical. I mean, you do the math. So he was fine-ish, but they just had to get him skinny for some reason. Yeah. Well, yeah, let's not make him and keep him the world's fattest cat anymore and also kill him in the process. Great call by the geniuses at the Masterskin Cat Shelter. Masterful work there. Now they are denying any responsibility for the death, saying it was the years of living in a hospital basement and munching on cookies and soup from the staff that kept overfeeding him and got him so fat that his fat hid cancerous tumors, which caused multiple organs to collapse. And that's what killed him, not curiosity.
Okay, that makes
the 2 days they gave him. Yeah.
Right.
It's like that. Remember that World's Dirtiest Man that they forced to take a shower and then he died? It's exactly like
Wes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, now you guys are seeing it. So they said it's just a coincidence on timing and that he suddenly stopped breathing after facing a shortness of breath issue in their care while clutching his heart. Yeah. If you ask me, it was tearing Crumbs apart from his normal happy life, which they never should have done, that did him in. Anyway, all right, we need all of you to say a prayer tonight for Crumbs. Did you get the 5 In Excess songs references?
Yes.
In excess.
There you go.
Devils Inside, New Sensation, Never Tear Us Apart. You guys don't
Not
big In Excess fans.
Not familiar enough with their discography.
Wow.
I wouldn't have gotten it. No.
Great band.
Cool.
Great band.
Great band. Good band. Good band. Yeah, and we'll save.
We've got Cars references. The Cars.
We'll save weed pizza for tomorrow. That's the show, guys.
What's that? No, come on. You can't do Eat Pizza?
We got 2 minutes left.
We don't have 2 minutes left. Okay. Right.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, now it's ruined. Now it's ruined.
Yeah.
Now you've ruined it.
You tell me.
No, I want to hear about it. I love weed.
No, let's save it now. Tease. Now it's a tease. No.
It's a tease. No, in Wisconsin, famous Yeti Pizza. It's a pizza shop in Wisconsin. They've issued a formal apology after selling a number of contaminated pizzas between October 22nd, 4:30 p.m. and October 24th at noon. Here is famous Yeti's Facebook post where they apologize profusely. Guys, oh, that's not it. Where is it? Did I get it? I must have gotten it. Yeah. Oh, man, I guess I didn't get it. It's okay. I have it. Famous Yeti said, Yeti community, it's with deep regret that we inform you of a potential contamination. After receiving reports from staff, Yeti's owner, and the employees of unexplained physical reactions, we underwent an investigation with the Stoughton police and the local health officials. And today it was confirmed that the pizza had been sold with dough mistakenly prepared with Delta 9 contaminated oil.
Nice.
The oil accidentally used in the product originated from a shared storage space in the on-site cooperative commercial kitchen we use. We want to assure you that all affected products have been destroyed, and Famous Yetis is working closely with local authorities to improve our storage and security protocol to prevent this from happening again and guarantee the safety of our customers. So,
whoa, that was a business opportunity there, fellas at Yeti.
I know that's when they knew is when business started rebooming again. They sold pizzas and they sold 2x the amount of pizzas they sold about 4 hours earlier.
That's what I'm saying.
And they said, "What's going on here?" Okay, so a couple things here. Marijuana not legal in Wisconsin. Okay. Delta 9, no fucking way. This is real THC oil. And I guess some piece of shit dude or company that they share a commercial kitchen. I also don't buy this either. Share a commercial kitchen space with was like, yeah, I got this THC oil. I'm gonna put that right there next to Yeti's cooking oil. If you ever seen a pizza place prep,
No, it was one of the chefs. One of the chefs was putting it in the dough.
they take like a clear ketchup or mustard container, right? And they fill it with oil when they're prepping, so they can squirt it out easily. The Public Health Board gave this statement: "We want to be sure that anyone who has eaten this pizza or has their hands on it throws it away so they don't get sick and get high as shit." Public Health was alerted to the contamination through Stoughton EMS late this afternoon, and they reported they transported multiple people with similar symptoms all to the hospital.
They're having a great time.
People were calling and being like, "Something's wrong with me," going to the hospital, and they figured out, wait a minute, I'm fucking stoned, bro.
Just ride the wave, bro.
Did they have
this would be the best thing ever. I wish this would happen to me.
Must have been a lot.
I always
of
get
oil.
so jealous of the weed dosing stories of the victims, because I would be fucking having a blast. It would be awesome.
I wouldn't mind
You want
getting
to get secret dosed.
I would be okay with getting secret dosed. Then I would be able to convince myself that I was fine with it.
Well, Wes, let's take it to the
You're
internet.
not breaking any rules.
Because on the comments on the post, of course, some people had to make it about themselves. Because a lot of people were saying, you ship pizzas to California? Or like, hey, wouldn't mind getting some of that special pizza. Don't see it on the menu. I'm going to cross
Come on, bro.
all reaches of the internet. That's the tone of the comments. But then we get to some folks who just have to make it about themselves, like FK Kirby.
Oh, great.
Who says, as funny as this is to some, this is my worst nightmare come to life. I'm super THC sensitive. Being dosed without my knowledge would make me mildly hallucinate with horrible physical symptoms. I'm not local. Okay, that right there, FK Kirby, when you said I'm not local, don't fucking comment. I'm not local, but I hope everyone who was affected by this is doing okay mentally and physically.
Pat, he also said super THC sensitive.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Super annoying.
And by Mark meant she. Caitlin Simonsmear pops in and says, at FK Kirby, I'm 100% with you. I'm almost a year sober, and I find all the cheer and praise to be shocking. Because a lot of the comments were like, we still support you, Yeti. If this happened to me, I would be devastated. Many are sober for a reason and want to remain that way. People who were coming to the hospital for hallucinations and paranoia. Jeez. Wes, do you have any thoughts?
Get that.
I mean, yeah, it's fun if you're. I'm just saying, me personally, I wouldn't. A nice little ride might do me good.
It'd be funny. It'd be cool.
How many times?
Most people are going to have a great time. All right. Some people will have a bad time. Most people will be like, "Well, this is an awesome lazy day."
I get what Caitlin's saying though. It is. You're not supposed to, if someone's sober, it's fucked up to get dosed.
I'm more interested in following FK Kirby's other posts.
Yeah, I was about to say Caitlin's post. Like, how long into Caitlin's sobriety journey did she start posting how sober she was and how it relates to specific things?
About 2 weeks ago, when you can start saying I'm almost a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when it happens. That's when
I guess I don't know.
That's
anyway,
when
they closed down on Friday to clean. This was midweek too, and I'm sure it was some kids. That's where it's not funny. Is if a kid fucking takes some THC.
They have 4.7 star rating on Google. That's
dude. I mean, like, I can't even tell you. The comments are literally like, "We love your pizza. Hey, understood. Thanks for being honest. Hey, we support you. We still love your pizza. We're still with you. You're taking accountability, and that takes balls. This is how businesses should apologize when they f up. Exceptional human being, family man, community member, and so much more. Thank you, chef. What an incredible letter. You did so good. More. I really appreciate your honesty and humility here. Kale, you and your team are so amazing, and it's no surprise that the comment section is bursting with positivity. Yo, I mean, what the fuck, dude? They toast a bunch of people.
AKA
with weed.
Famous Yeti is all this town has. Please don't close down for the love of God.
Pizza shop.
Yeah.
It's the best pizza shop, and everybody's okay with them blaming it on this non-existent co-op chef who left the THC oils. Everybody knows it was their kitchen crew that did it. Everybody knows. Only the outside, non-local commenters are concerned.
You also notice that no one complained about the taste. So I'm saying there's an opportunity here. If you just admit that it's on the menu and you warn people ahead of time and you serve it to people over 21, Delta 9 pizza sounds like a real good deal there.
Agreed.
Awesome.
Marie McDowell here and her husband ate the pizza on Wednesday, and they said we did not have a good time.
I mean, some people might not have. That's fair. That's fair.
If you don't, if someone were to like dose you and then be like, by the way, that was weed pizza, you might have a little chance to like understand what's happening to you. Not understanding what's happening to you is scary. That's understandable.
Or you might panic even more. Depends on the person.
Maybe, yeah.
Appreciate you, Kale. This humble attitude is what makes you and your family great. Appreciate your accountability. Mistakes happen. Love y'all. Also, the pizza is the best.
Kale
You will
cooks mean pie.
You will forever have my family's unwavering support.
Dude, this place sounds awesome.
I mean, there's 100
Straight
comments
pizza.
like this.
Starting strong.
Kudos for your integrity and your dedication to the community. I think maybe there's like also maybe to your point, that's the only thing they have. Maybe there's like a lovable fuck up chef that works there that they all know is like that they're all kind of responsible for, and they're like, this is Darren's. Darren was cooking, wasn't he?
It's the best pizza within 100 miles of these people. So
I'm sorry this is happening to you, Kale.
You. Yes, dude. We'll be back, Kale. You're so honest, Kale. Anyway. I'll order twice as often. That's the show. Mistakes happen. I'll continue to support you guys.
I want to go to Yeti's.
Never
I want to
seen
go to
this,
Yeti's
dude.
Pizza now.
I've never seen this. Anyway, yeah, get out there and have a great fucking. No one takes responsibility anymore. If more people did
Except
this,
Kale.
Kale,
Except Kale.
and said they were sorry, what a better world we would have. I hope
Fuck
you
those
and your
people
family
that got dosed, Kale.
your team are doing okay.
Be like Kale today.
I'm sorry. All right. Yeah. Anyway, get out there and have a. You're 100% good. If anything, you're going to get more business, Kale. I'll take 4 large, Kale. So, but seriously, get out there and have a great fuck. I want you to know, Kale, that the community stands behind you. Great fucking day.